And yeah, and I thank you for saying that it's the clothes. Every bouncer in LA would disagree. They clothes, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I loved our outfits.
I'm grounded. No more running free range all summer. I've got 1 week to find a legit job before my mom goes full tilt DEFCON. We need to bag some summer jobs. You think you can hook us up?
You can ask if they need an extra hand.
With what?
That thing. Snack Shack. I think they bid it out at the city council meeting.
I want to pitch you an idea. Okay.
You bid $2,000 on the Snack Shack at the swimming pool.
Actually, we bid 3.
Hey, it's Jim Alexander with Real Talker. Okay, I'm gonna start out, boys, with the elephant in the room. I didn't know Sammy Fabelman was this jacked. Okay, like Gabe, man, what? Like, I didn't know if you were trying out for Baywatch or something. You were jacked, man. Like, is this your actual look that you were hidden behind before? Because you really showing guns here.
Cheers. Yeah, I guess that's what I looked like at the time.
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome. Did you like train for this film or just like in general you're in a workout regimen?
Oh, I mean, I only really had about 3 weeks to prepare for that role. You can't no, I don't know. I was at I guess I played sports and went to the gym a lot in high school, and then I just go to the gym and I don't know. Apparently, I looked like that. I mean, when you're about to be in a pool, you definitely focus on being on a bike and running a lot as well to help that. But yeah.
And I made the character choice that AJ would wear his shirt for the whole film.
Right, that's what I was saying. He's like in this like cut off shirt and all that, and AJ's all wrapped up and
All right. It was a character choice. It was a
contrast between you guys,
about that one before. It's much deeper than the fact that I wanted to swim with a full shirt on next to God, but yeah.
No, it was awesome. I like that. You could see like the difference in their personalities too through that. But Conor, your wardrobe was, I don't know how they like, you're in your 20s. You look like you would have been like 15 or 16 based on the way they dressed you and everything. I'm like, damn, that's a shout out to the wardrobe and everything. You looked younger for sure.
Shout out to Hannah.
No, Hannah killed it. I know she had a blast. A lot of it was just thrifting. She had so many options, and we got to be a part of picking the kind of clothes that we liked. And yeah, and I thank you for saying that it's the clothes. Every bouncer in LA would disagree. Clothes, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I loved our outfits.
Yeah, Mika gave a shout out to Hannah too. So it seems like, I mean, she had great wardrobe. I'll say this. I think Mika had the best wardrobe with the Daisy Dukes, the swimsuits and all that. She was all about it. So, everyone got a cool choice, I think, there. Give you that summery vibe too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Snack Shack, what would you guys eat from there? Literally, if you were going to the pool area, like what would you order from there? Was there anything decent on that menu besides those fuck hot dogs? But what would you guys get if you had to roll up to the Snack Shack?
Yeah, I'd get a fuck dog.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'd do I recently discovered while shooting a nutty bar. These are 90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Let's bring those back. Let's make those get rid of Almond Joys and let's put those in Halloween candies. But yeah, I love that.
It leads into my next question. I was going to ask you guys, you got to kind of play, in the world of 1991, early 90s. What would you guys ask Nick and Mika this too? What would you guys bring back from that era, that age, early 90s? What would you like to bring back into today's world?
I think a regression of technology.
Uh-huh.
I like the honesty. And I think that honesty comes with not feeling like you're recorded all the time. Which, I mean, sure, we should all be in line at all times, but in the 90s, you could kind of like, I don't know, run down the street naked or, I don't know.
No one would know, right?
Conor wants to run down the street naked is what he's saying. You can't, Conor.
We bring that back and we bring back.
No. I know exactly what you mean though, because like to get ready for this role, I definitely went back into my camera roll to see a bunch of stuff from when I was actually 14, 15 and the shenanigans my friends and I would get into. too much of it is filmed. Like there's too much footage of us doing stupid things, and there's so much footage of me that like I think once or twice a year gets sent by someone I don't really talk to anymore of me doing something that shouldn't be recorded. And just of like just you cringe and you're like, oh God,
Uh-huh.
like you have a bong and you think you're the coolest person in the world and you're like it's just it's yeah, I think the innocence of being able to live without such a hyper awareness is really delicate and lovely.
Yeah, the distractions aren't there, right? You could just like mess around, especially like teenagers that age, do whatever. I feel like that's where the growth happens. You know what I mean? Like you just basically become like that coming of age because when you don't have those distractions, social media and computers and all that, you just mess around and be teenagers, like sort of like these characters have done in this film.
People aren't bored anymore.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's good to be bored. Nick actually literally said he's like, I would like to be bored again, like
Yeah.
have that sort of thing. Yeah, it's crazy how it's not that far removed, in the sphere of things, but how different our lives are in so many ways. What I
Okay.
really liked about this film too, it's like we see different coming of age, but I felt these teenagers were real teenagers. Like the drinking, the smoking, kind of being rebellious, but also messing up and struggling in love life and romance. Like I felt like they were real people, which is sometimes hard to do because like some of these, coming of age movies are kind of melodramatic and all that, but this were like kind of fuck ups in a good way, right? Did you guys get that sense right away when you got the script that like, oh, these feel like real teenagers, like 100%?
Totally. I mean, it was just such an honest script and such an honest depiction, sort of a uh, shame-free kind of like script about being a 14-year-old boy and the conversations that two best friends have when mom and dad aren't around. And I think that's what really stuck out to me. And yeah, I know Gabe talks about the dialogue and Adam did such an amazing job writing it. But it's really cool to see something I hadn't seen really since moving out to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Adam did something so brilliant with this as he created dialogue that was so dynamic and fun and realistic, yet it um, seamlessly progressed the story with each line. You're never going down like a rabbit hole just for the sake of a realistic conversation. And
Mm-hmm.
he puts the nuances um, of character and non-direct uh, characterization and storytelling where it's just like you don't even realize that it's like a brilliant piece of literature on its own
Mm-hmm.
until you're crying. And it just stuck out. It was just like I really felt like, oh, finally, like someone did it. Like I haven't seen this in so long.
It's a piece. It's a piece. Seeing it like start to finish, I think, is really powerful. It's not like I mean, it could be, but it's not, there's some movies I think you watch and fold laundry to, but I think this is one you can really just like be transported and from start. That's why I'm stoked it's going to theaters.
No
Start
question.
to let people like go to the Midwest, Nebraska.
There
City.
you go. Where I'm from. Finally, I know we got to wrap this up, but I want to know, Conor, what's your favorite thing about this guy, Gabe, that you learned from working together? Good or bad? You can spill the beans too on it if you need to here.
My favorite thing, I think my favorite thing about Gabe. This is pretty not good or bad. Gabe's face right now. He's like, uh-oh. Is the Gabe has a really great diet. And he doesn't enjoy my diet. And so I think one of my favorite things is that Gabe eats so clean. Like he eats like what was the thing you got every day?
It was I don't know, like rice and vegetables and chicken.
Yeah, the specific thing at the hotel thing. I think that's what I loved about Gabe and honestly inspired me. I've been eating since coming back to LA very clean, very good food. Because I was at Taco Bell like really every day in Nebraska City. Like
There you go. Good influence. And Gabe, return a favor. What's your favorite thing about this guy?
I think Conor has a really I think solid perspective of like good and bad. I don't know. You're just like a great person. And I think and yeah, it was just you treat people well, and I have a great time hanging with you. I don't know, like I've never really like analyzed you and like really been like this, but like I don't know, yeah, you got a good head on your shoulders, kid.
Thanks, man. And I talked about that you eat asparagus.
Yeah.
Gabe's a great person too. No, he is.
Yeah. Connor's a good person, and I
Every-
have smelly pee.
Yeah.
Well, that's full circle right there. I got nothing else for you guys at that point. Bond is there for life.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks, fellas. This was so
Thank
much
you.
fun. Really
Love
enjoyed your
talking to you.
performances. This was awesome.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Nice wheels, douchebag.